And I don't know who needs to hear this, but being fake rich is not a flex. And the reason why I really want to talk about this is because I know a lot of you guys are on social media and you guys feel like you have to rush your goals. You feel like you are behind. You feel like your blessings are delayed because you are comparing yourself to influencers, YouTubers, creators, celebrities. And I'm here to let you know right now, where you are right now is exactly where you are meant to be. Stop rushing your goals because of social media. Do not let social media, do not let the internet, do not let YouTube make you feel like you are behind. This is a sign that you are fake rich. Number one is when you are living above your means. And yes, if you are living above your means, that means you are spending money that you do not even have. You're spending money that you do not need to be spending. This means that you are spending more than you are earning. You're spending way more than you are saving. A perfect way to describe this is all your money that you're wasting is on things that you do not need, on credit cards that is just building up over time, that is gonna make you pay more because of interest rates. You are financing your lifestyle. If you do not need it, then do not buy it. If you're doing it just to impress other people, then you are faking your lifestyle. You're living above your means is when you are living paycheck to paycheck and you're wasting all your money on things just to look good, just to be on social media and flaunt, just to flex on the internet. So once you pay off your bills and you're just wasting money on outside food when you could just buy food, groceries for the week, or you buying designer clothes, or you're buying sneakers that you don't even really wear like that. I had to learn this the hard way when I was in college. I was living way above my means. I mean, I was living with my parents, and you know, my parents, they was not charging me rent at that time. They wasn't charging me rent at all. They wasn't charging me anything to help with bills. And I remember that I would buy designer clothes, I would buy expensive sneakers. I was living way above my means, and I was working and I was going to college, and I rarely wear the sneakers that I was buying. I rarely wear the clothes that I was wearing because I was always working, and when I'm not at work, I'm in college. So if you're buying jewelry, if you're buying all these expensive clothes and you don't even wear like that, and you know you're not even going to be wearing it like that because you're going to be at work or you're going to be at school, or you don't even go out like that, then you are living way above your means. If you do not need to buy it, do not buy it. Save your money. And I had to learn this at a really young age, because if I knew then what I knew now, I would have saved up so much money and I would have invested in myself a whole lot more sooner. For anyone out there that is listening that needs to hear this, if you know that you can invest in yourself and your business and your brand or in your bank account, just do it. If you know you don't need to be buying things that you don't need, that you're not gonna wear, that you're not gonna use, don't buy it. And if you are, sell it. Another sign that you are fake rich is when you're doing it just to impress other people. Again, it goes back to number one. When you're on social media, you're trying to flaunt your lifestyle. You're trying to show everybody that you're fake rich, that you got the latest sneakers, you got the most designer clothes. This is such a turn off to me. Especially if you're driving cars that you're financing, cars that you could barely afford to pay. This is what I mean. This is such a turn off, because I remember I was dating a guy a couple of weeks ago, and he picked me up in a nice, expensive car. Most of his bills was going to credit cards because he was financing his car. And that just showed me that everything that he does is not really for himself. It's just to show everybody off. It's just to show himself off that he has this expensive car, to show social media that he made it. But he really wasn't making it, because even when me and him was dating, like, I still had to pay for certain things because he couldn't afford to pay it. For a lot of you guys that are watching this content or listening to this on my podcast, just know when you buy yourself a car, it does not have to be a bougie car. It does not have to be an expensive car. Don't do things just to try and fit in. A lot of people, they buy the most expensive cars and they don't buy it. They're financing it. People, they buy expensive clothes, jewelry, just to prove a point that they made it. But little do you know, these people are really struggling behind closed doors. See, everything that glitters is not gold. Don't do things because your surroundings is influencing you to make poor decisions. If you're gonna buy yourself a car and you know you're working a regular job and you know that you want to invest in yourself, you know that you want to save for your future, don't buy an expensive car just to finance it, because now you're not just paying off your car every month, but you're also paying interest. That's a whole nother bill that you do not need to be paying. That's money that you could be saving in your pocket. Like, interest rates go really high, and that right there could be used for gas money. That right there could be used for extra groceries, milk for your kids, maybe even wipes. Like, people be so influenced by their circle of friends or even their families because they think that their family or some of these friends that they're living this kind of lifestyle, and in reality they're really struggling. They're really struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to make ends meet, and they're doing this just to impress people. And honestly, you know you made it. You know that you are successful when you don't gotta brag. And this goes to number 3. You know you're fake rich when you're not bragging to other people. Y'all see this on social media, especially on Instagram. You see certain people, they're always flashing their money, but they're living with their mom, or they don't even have a job, and that's how you know they are fake rich. What you see on social media is not always real. First of all, if I have so much money, the last thing I would ever do is post that on social media, because why do I need to show my follower and supporters that I have money? For what? Like, that means people like that, they need validation, they need approval, they need support, they need something for the world to make them feel that they made it. And it's like, if you already made it and you know you're successful and you know you're thriving behind closed doors, successful people keep it to themselves because 1, they know they're successful. 2, they know they don't gotta prove anything to nobody because their life speaks for itself. When you are fake rich, you are bragging about it. You're showing off to everybody and you want validation from everyone. And I'm telling you right now, this is not cute. Like, karma will come to haunt you later because you're putting a facade for the world to see that you're living a certain way when reality, you're really not. You're struggling. And I know so many people that does this, and I've dated people that does this. And when I was in college, I was doing this and I had to learn the hard way. Save your money, invest in yourself. Do not live above your means, and stop trying to show off to people, because at the end of the day, these people, they're not gonna care for you. And when you're struggling, when you're broke, they're not gonna be there to support you. They're actually gonna be there laughing at you. So I really just wanted to make this quick topic because it's more important that you care about your finances and your future than you care about others people's perception about you. And I feel like that's the world that we're living in right now. People care about other people's perception about them. People care to have other people validate them, or social media. You need to validate yourself. You need to support yourself. You need to congratulate yourself, because when you're by yourself, you really all that you have. And I hope you guys like this content. I just wanted to make it really quick, straight to the point. And if you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back for more videos.